Miss Croft, pardon the mess in the foyer, but a rather large shipment of antiquities arrived while you were out. I would have had the crates placed in the gallery, but the security alarm has somehow been activated, locking the room from the inside. If this was not concerning enough, the renovators have shut off the water supply to the entire manor in order to continue construction of the pool house. On the bright side, I've located your missing journal and returned it to its appointed hiding place in your room. Faithfully in your service, Winston.
Good day, Manor Meanderers! I'm Unsilent and we're on the air with Tomb Raider Anniversary! Yes, we're back with more Tomb Raider Anniversary. In the comments of some of the old Tomb Raider Anniversary videos, I've said I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to come back and play the Croft Manor section. And by God, here we are for One Shot Wednesday. We're back to play some Croft Manor in Tomb Raider Anniversary. Now, I have played this occasionally in the past. Not completed it, mind. There's apparently a win state, but I've never found it. Oh my god. There we go. No, when I do my test recordings for Tomb Raider Anniversary, or when I did it back like over a year ago, this is where I would come to just test out the controls, make sure I remember everything and all that. So I do have a vague awareness of some of the stuff that's on here. But I figured, you know, now that we've got the Tomb Raider movie, starring Alicia Vikander, I believe, we found the sculpture gear. There we go.
I wonder where this goes.
I would imagine on a sculpture. Yes, now the Tomb Raider movie, the Tomb Raider reboot, the movie. Oh, come on, let's get down, Lara. There we go. And I gotta move this on top of a square. I know that. And that's about as far as I've ever actually successfully been able to do something in Croft Manor. There's a square. Oops. Go back, go back, go back. And that way. And yes, it unveils that arrow, which has the little glowy bit on it. Oh, really? Okay, we gotta move this on more on top of the... There we go. That's what we want. The little glowy thing around the arrow means we can pick it up.
And there he stood, assuring all within earshot of his coming victory until it was time to return to his ships, leaving Athens to undertake his mighty task.
Oh yeah, I remember that as well, is that you can read some stuff that's lying around.
It's rather hot.
Well, at the risk of dating this, she said take off your jacket, and he said, babe, man's not hot, never hot. Man's not hot, never hot. Alright. Where can we go? I remember that's to the outside, or at least it gave that indication. Let's go up and to the right. And I figure with the... Granted, the divisive Tomb Raider reboot movie, I should say that. Because I've seen, oh yeah, it's great, this is fantastic, this is what Tomb Raider should have been all along.
By far the most important survival item one can possibly have is the will to survive.
Well, that sounds oddly motivational. And I've seen other people say it's terrible, and other people say it's impressively mediocre.
The native population of Costa Rica was ravaged by diseases brought by its conquerors, and barely managed to survive to see the establishment of a capital city.
I haven't gone to see it because, well, movies are damned expensive.
I've never been fond of locked doors.
Okay, so we can't get in here yet. And movies are impressively expensive, like a ticket. I don't know if Tomb Raider Reboot the movie is in 3D or not, but if it's 3D, it'll be like 13, 14 bucks. And then you've got to pay for, you know, if you don't try sneaking on snacks and whatnot. You know, it's $15 easy if you want any snacks or such.
The legend tells us that the kings of Tibet were descendants from heaven with ropes attaching them to heaven itself. When they died, a heavenly creature would pull the ropes up, bringing their bodies up with them.
Oh, I guess the subtitles didn't work for the entire bit of the passage.
As Charles Kane notes in his superb history of the Iron Curtain, there were numerous historical precedents against the practicality or feasibility of the fortress system of foreign policy.
That is actually surprisingly prescient. Is that the word? Prescient? It's very appropriate for nowadays. How about I put it that way?
Something's missing.
Something that goes in there, I would assume. Alright. Well, we can carry on. I guess this side. Always Go Right failed us for the first time ever, didn't it? It's only been, you know, year and a half doing this. It's about damn time that Always Go Right finally met its match. Still don't know why I say Always Go Right. Woo, that was impressive. I don't know how to do all the fancy Lara Croft stuff. You know how it's like there have been times when I've been able to get her to do like tumbles and stuff like that, but I just don't know quite the right way to no, it was this is the far door. That was the one that had her journal in, did it not? Although one thing I have noticed is that...
Better still, the new 50 caliber round comes with a full metal jacket designed to maximize muzzle velocity and power to the target.
Oh yeah, I think the 50 cal was one of my preferred weapons. If only we could find some pistols. I don't think... I think they were on the mouse wheel. I don't have any, I don't think.
While other traps have a similar closing mechanism, it was the Egyptians who perfected the savage effectiveness of the holding barbs.
Anyway, I was saying that since this new Tomb Raider movie has come out, it's sort of, again, in vogue to reach a checkpoint. So this is... actually, it looks like Lara's bedroom now, doesn't it? Okay, these look like switches, so let's pull the switches. You found the journal!
I wonder if Winston read any of it.
I'm trying to remember. How does one access inventory? No, tab, that was it. There we go. You switch to items from usables, and you can push enter.
Medusa was a frightful creature in Greek mythology.
I thought there was a quick way to doing that, though. Yeah, maybe I'm just forgetting controls and such.
And Gilead knew the gears of his heart would never turn again, as he sacrificed his one true love to save the kingdom he had fought for so long to protect. The Trials of Gilead, Volume 3.
Right, so I had started saying, I think that now that, you know, the Tomb Raider reboot has come out, it's now again in vogue to slag off the Angelina Jolie movies, as if we can't have fun B movies anymore.
It is only through knowing our history that we can learn from the past.
And I don't mean... yeah, there's that. That was timely. I don't mean like B movies as in the stuff you see on like Red Letter Media. I mean like, you know, Tomb Raider. Like, no, it wasn't Tomb Raider. It was Lara Croft, wasn't it? That's what the movies were called.
Prolific evidence exists that the ancient Eskimos would carve extremely detailed ivory maps of their coastline and hunting waters.
Couldn't do that nowadays. You'd get in trouble. What's in this?
Pink is the new black.
So we should be having pink gun holsters then, is what you're saying, Laura? Collect relics to unlock new outfits for Lara.
I think I'll slip into something else.
Did I not? That's literally the only one I unlocked. Apparently I did a very, very poor job of unlocking outfits and collecting relics over the course of actually doing my LP. But it's blind, so, you know, you kind of expect that sort of thing. Occasionally you find things if you stumble across it. I'm not a completionist. I've never been, and never will claim to be. The only time I will ever claim to be a completionist 100%er, I did do 100% for Crash 3. And I have done the 100% for the entire PS1 Spyro trilogy.
But the new pharaoh was not content with all that was now his. No, Ramses II wanted even more. He had visions of an empire so spectacular, all mankind would come to marvel at its glory.
Didn't last too long now, did it, Ramses, my old pal? What's in here?
By far the most intriguing is the legend surrounding the fabled dagger of Zion and the awesome power it wields.
All these little tidbits, I kind of wonder if it ties into some of the other Tomb Raider games, because this came out in 2007. The original Tomb Raider was 1996. So I'm wondering if somewhere in those 11 years that some of those stories that were... That doesn't look good. Are we locked in?
I've never been fond of locked doors.
We are locked in. Alright, so we gotta find our way out. Now, that is sticking out for a reason. At least they make it obvious that there's something there to be used. You found the maze map! Oh, joy.
No wonder Father never got lost.
As it doesn't seem like something that would be quite my speed. Now, oh, Q isn't working. Never mind. Q is what I have the grappling hook. That's what it is. And those gold rings tend to be indicative that there's a grappling hook to be grappled. Unfortunately, not in this case. Oh, look, and we don't have pistols we can shoot the glass with.
I've read all of these.
That's impressive. I'm behind on my reading. Now there's a... Oh, I remember this. You can... We don't have a gun. There's a gun somewhere that we can get, though. Let's try these books. I vaguely recall this. Alright, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright.
Now all I need is something to shoot.
How about this fax machine? It's well out of date. It may have been out of date. And why do you have 3 keyboards? Sorry, this may have been well out of date in 2007. Was it though? I seem to recall summer jobs where I actually had to fax in my timesheet to head office. It's like they couldn't handle it in the local office, so I had to fax in my timesheets.
The ruins of Atlantis were lost beneath the sea when the glaciers melted some 10,000 years ago.
Now that is actually a nice take on Atlantis. You always hear about them upsetting the gods and the gods wrecking Atlantis, just drowning under melting glaciers. Now that is actually a pretty cool take on Atlantis.
As he struggled mightily to calm himself, Gilead removed the poison arrow from its quiver. The Trials of Gilead, Volume 2.
That one highlighted arrow. The previous Gilead Trials highlighted gear. Now I wonder if it has something to do with this gear that we've got here. Well, what's in the base map anyway? Okay. Okay. Is anyone here good at mazes? Because I'm generally not. I'm just wondering. Hang on a second. I'll take a picture of it with my phone, so that way I can keep it handy. I've done this once before. If you've seen the Let's Play of... Thank you. I'm talking to my phone, not you. Sorry, guys. If you've seen my LP of The Seventh Guest, I did the same trick. Took a picture of it with my phone and kept it handy so I could find a path. I'm guessing through to here. Or here. One of these two. Because it can't just walk in the front door. You gotta go through the maze. So you're gonna gotta come in through the back door. And actually that's doable? Not doable. Not doable. Around the long way. Yeah, if we go left. Yeah, we can do that. Just hug the outside. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Not a problem. We can do that. So, yeah, let's... There we go. I remember how to shoot. Do I remember how to reload? No, I don't. Ah, there we go. It took me until like damn well near the end of the game to figure out how to reload. You have to have it out and then you push the use button and it'll reload you. I vaguely remember some of these things. It's all coming back to me eventually. And I do remember there is... Oh, no. Okay, there's a bucket here. I want to get rid of the...
This could come in handy.
Crates. I don't remember there being a bucket. I don't remember there being a bucket previously. But like I said, I've only really spent like more than... This is probably the longest I've ever played this level, to be perfectly honest. Alright. I'm guessing if you do better in the game, all these crates will be full. And we have to go around and see if there's something that will trigger the glowy lock thing. Oh, hello. Hang on. There we go. It is a sundial gnomon. Okay.
This belongs down in the garden. What's it doing in here?
I found the garden before. I didn't know there was something to do in the garden.
The luxury liner, Maria Doria, has never been found. However, treasure hunters the world over search endlessly for its resting place.
Sounds like something I would hear on the parapod, really. Oh, can I shoot? Haha! Just for fun.
And while any number of things can go wrong underground, the most dangerous aspect of spelunking is exposure to methane gases, which are difficult to detect without specific equipment.
I'm guessing that isn't directly tied into the popular indie game Spelunky.
The roots of the banyan tree grow relentlessly and in every direction. Many of the ancient temples of Angkor have been brought down as those roots exploit the small spaces between their massive stones.
You know, I'm trying to turn this around fast. I'm leaving myself a lot of editing so I can bring up Lara's voice so you can hear it.
The concept of the sundial has existed for thousands of years and is one of the earliest devices for time measurement. There's some numbers written on the inside cover. 11, 2, 7. I wonder what they refer to.
Well, I know 2-7 offsuit is the worst starting hand you can get in Texas Hold'em. I don't know where the 11 comes into it. So am I trapped, or can I just walk out the door?
I've never been fond of locked doors.
Can I...
That's better.
All I had to do was type in the damn code? Damn it! So my own ineptitude led me on this adventure.
I've already read this one.
Oh, that's handy. So, okay, so we were here, but it was locked last time we were here. So we've covered this side of the... We've covered this side of the aisle. So I'm starting to think that maybe we should go outside? Because I think the outside was this door here. And I think that's the case. Oh, I'm suddenly not sure. That was fancy. I'm still trying to figure out how to... Apparently, though, all my rolling has dirtied her up a little bit, so... Yeah, we're the outside. Alright, that's good. Fortunately, there's no water flowing because they had to turn off the water to renovate the pool house or whatever. Makes sense, anyway. Now this looks like a sundial. And that looks like an arrow on the ground there. So I wonder if that arrow that we picked up goes there. Now, it's at 11, 2, and 7. So we've got to set the time. No, alright, we're going to go the other way. Alright, hang on. Oh, we got to stop it in the vicinity. I was thinking, oh, it'll just hand it to us when we go by it, right? No, hang on.
This just proves time never stands still.
There we go. Also, that was a pretty obvious pun. I'll give it a 5 out of 7. Ah, the grappling hook. Now that will be handy. Yes, I do believe. Alright. Now, it's not just as easy as going in the front door, so you'll have to go in the back door. So, we've got our picture of that somewhere, right? Yes, I do. So now, we decided that we were going to go left, because left was the handiest way to get there. Unless all these circles mean something, like this circle and this and that, and all these big areas mean something. I just wonder, can we go to the right? Now, this will take me left, right. Do not dim on me phone. This is, you know how you talk to someone and you don't want them looking at your phone? I mean, I visited my former place of employ the other day. I had to pick up a check. Okay, that is a hexagonal one. I'll flick it up on screen. You'll and with an arrow too, just for fun. So, so there's arches where there's a dashed line. because I'm going to show it to you right there. That one. So if I go there, down, and around, and there's another arch here, yes. And this is, oh, there's a treasure. I was going to say it's the circle. We picked up a treasure thing. All right, yeah. So we're at that circle there. So it's not cordoned off. It's just got an arch over the top. So let's hug the outside on the right, because you always go right. But if we cut back in under this arch, there is another statue. But nothing in here. All right. But we can go up, up. If we go to the right, and I think we want to go very much to the far right. No, we could have gone to the middle right as well, because this is also an arch here. That'll put us against the outer wall here. Busy trying to think, should I just leave a picture of the map just in the bottom for you guys just to follow? And I will occasionally pop it up on screen so you can sort of see where I am. Let's go down to the bottom. Oops, no, all the way down. Uh-oh, I've gotten slightly lost. Now I am actually lost. All right. Unless I'm along the outside wall. I want to go down. I want to cut back this way. And down. And then it's going to be left, right. And then we want to go to our left. And this way should be through. There we go! Success! And here I was thinking, I got to turn this around in a couple days. So it's got to be a little bit, okay, there's a bow there. And another arrow there. And given that there's the use button here, I think I got to find more bits and bobs. We found the grapple.
This should help getting into those hard-to-reach places.
Oh no, it's not letting me, well, we can.
This should make for a shorter return trip.
There we go. That also has a grapply-looking hook on there. Now, is this where this... Whoops. There we go. Is this where the sculpture gear goes? Huzzah! Now. Well, that did nothing, but at least it looked pretty. Oh well, I think we're going to leave it there for this time on Tomb Raider Anniversary. We'll come back next time out. Finish up Croft Manor. So until then, oh, really? I was thinking, oh, that's a neat glowing effect. No, it's just a damned floodlight. That's a little disappointing now, isn't it? Well, until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on Air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. And don't forget you can check out more Tomb Raider Anniversary in the playlist. It's on the screen, in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.